Hello everybody, welcome back. This is the Well-Traveled Gamer, and so it is 3 days into week 2 and I have yet to play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt this week. The first week that the game came out, I did quite a few video uploads of it, and I have got some feedback from some of the folks that have been taking the time to check out my content, and I'm going to take their feedback to heart and put that into my videos in the future. So some of the feedback that I've gotten is just saying that I've been complaining too much about the load times, as well as how the story is too long, and just complaining in general about things that I really shouldn't complain about. I should just keep it to myself, and I do agree with that. And I could say going forward with this playthrough, I will not complain about the load times, how long the story dialogue drags on at times, or anything else. I'm just going to keep it positive, guys, and take the feedback to heart and just try to improve my videos any way I can. So let's jump back into it here. So I think what I'm going to do, just to keep things on a more positive note, is
I see you get.
I'm going to try to keep from just focusing on the just focusing on the story missions, and change things up. Maybe go hunt a monster if I'm doing too many story missions, you know, just to break up the game. Now, I have been playing a little bit off camera, but not a lot. I have been doing side quests off camera. I've leveled up Geralt pretty well so far throughout the game. And I have discovered quite a lot of the locations, I feel. I mean, I haven't been uncovering all the question marks.
Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
What I was saying is I haven't been doing a lot of those question marks around the map just because I don't get a ton of experience points. And most of the time they're just soldiers I'm fighting and monster nests, and eventually I might clear those out, but I'm not going to record me doing that just because it's not super fun and entertaining. So what I'm going to do now, in my previous part I was in the bathhouse and I had to kill a bunch of guys wearing my robe, and we found out what may have happened to Dandelion. Basically, he was trying to pull off a heist, and we don't know exactly where he is now, but we think that this guy, he's kind of like a gangster, his name is Junior, and we think Junior might have something to do with the disappearance of Dandelion. So I'm going to go back to that quest point in a little bit, but right now I think I'm gonna go hunt the Swamp Thing. There's a monster quest called the Swamp Thing that is a level 12 monster, and seeing as though I'm level 12.5 basically, I'm gonna go track down that monster and see what's up with that thing. And as you can see, I have changed up my gear. This gear protects me a lot more against, you know, just normal attacks. It doesn't really protect me a ton against monsters and stuff like that. Alright. And I also gave Geralt, I gave him a haircut, and I also had him shaved just so he has a different look to him. He was looking kind of scraggly the whole game up to this point, so let me do this. So just to show you guys that I have been proactive in looking around the map, every green post that you see is a location that I've already been to. And if you look around, I've been quite a few different places. I haven't traveled down in this area or like on the water or anything like that, but I have pretty much opened up every little village that I could open up, I mean, in this area. Anyway, and then up in the city of Novigrad up here, as you can see, I've been all over the city. I've been to the furthest part of the city out here. And I've opened up just about every checkpoint that I could. There's a ton of missions that I could take on in there that I'll be doing later on. But right now, I think the swamp thing is over here. It's going to be over in the bog somewhere. Actually, wait a second. That's not the bog. This is the bog. So I think the monster's going to be over in here somewhere. And what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to fast travel to Crookback Bog and kind of see where this swamp thing monster is and take it out. And just so you guys can see firsthand, I have been doing a lot of missions. I mean, if you look through all of the missions that I've completed, I have done a lot, man. I mean, I'm not just playing this game and complaining just to complain. I have done a lot in the game, and there are some things in the game that could be a little bit better in my opinion, but the game as a whole is fantastic. It's an amazing world, amazing characters so far. And like I said, we're just going to stay positive for the rest of the playthrough. I imagine that I probably will upload another 100 or more videos before I beat the game. So if I start complaining or getting negative, feel free to call me out, because I just want to make the best content possible. So, and I don't want to annoy the people watching my videos by me complaining about the same shit. So, which is completely understandable. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch a video where the person didn't seem like they were having a good time. So, let's see. So these are some secondary quests. I need to look at my Witcher contracts. Here we go, Swamp Thing. So I'm going to do that. We're going to check it out on the map and see where the hell this Swamp Thing monster is. I have gotten new swords and gear and stuff, so I should be well equipped to fight this freaking thing. Alright, so I was right. Okay, so let me fast travel over to Crookback Bog, and we'll go take on this monster.
Son! I ever have a son?
Alright, where's the fast travel thing around here? Okay. So I just helped out that village. That village was being tormented by a, I don't know, like a ghost. It was like a wraith. And I killed the wraith. And so I think the village is going to be much better off for me killing that wraith. So, alright. Let me go over to Crookback Bog. See what this swamp thing's all about. It's probably going to be this ginormous monster, no doubt. And like I've been telling other people that have made comments about the load times, I have been knocking the load times too much, and I think I beat a dead horse. I don't think I need to complain about the load times any further, but I fully believe that a patch will come out for the load times eventually, and they'll get faster, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so let me just make sure that I have everything that I need equipped. I have no idea what kind of monster this is going to be, so I don't know what items I'm going to have. But I'll show you my sword. So my silver sword is pretty good. I have a level 10 steel sword, which is pretty good. And then my silver sword is level 7. It does 157 to 191 damage. And I also have some other things equipped to the sword to make it more powerful. My chest armor is level 9. I still have some low-level items equipped. Hopefully I'll find some better gear later on. And I still have all of this money. Like, if you look here, I have like 400 gold pieces that if I take this gold to a bank, I could actually use that to buy stuff if I actually take this to a bank and get it exchanged for the currency of the realm. So, alright, let's go check out the swamp thing. It's probably going to be some kind of wickedly huge monster. I just hope that it's not a wraith or something like that. I really don't like fighting wraiths at all. They're actually a pain in the ass. I'm gonna equip my... I was gonna say I'm probably gonna equip my shield to begin with. Alright. Alright, so I'm just taking out some drowners, and I'm going to be looting their stuff. Alright, let's continue on with the quest. So the monster should be somewhere up here. And it looks like I'm going to be in a rather large area with a lot of room to roll around and fight in, so that's good. Alright.
Ordinary fog this. The odor. Metallic almost.
Alright, so I walked into like a poison fog, man.
How to use it.
Alright, I have to go kill these things over here.
An illusion here.
Alright, I'm gonna kill these neckers. Yes! I love cutting those things in half, man. It's so much fun. Alright. Oh, man, there's a necker over there that's terrorizing my horse. Alright. Alright. So took care of all the neckers. Let me inspect this body.
Different claw marks. Guess a few individuals feed here. Tracks masked with magic. This is getting interesting.
Yeah, man, that's unusual because normally monsters don't mask their tracks with magic, I would say. Alright, so it's telling me to go over there in the cabin. Yeah, man, I have to be careful of the pockets of poisonous gas around here, man.
Didn't even have time to pull out his weapon. Monster must have been concealed. Surprised him. Guess I'm dealing with an old foglet, hiding behind an illusion.
Alright, so let me check out what I'm dealing with here. Apparently I'm dealing with a foglet. And apparently a foglet can be invisible, so that's gonna be pretty interesting to try to fight something that's invisible. I'm assuming that it's a necrophage foglet. So foglets are vulnerable against moondust bombs, necrophage oil, and Kuhn signs. So it looks like I'm going to be fighting more than one of these things, it looks like. So foglets have powerful arms and claws. And what makes them truly dangerous is their mastery of deception, beguilement, and disorientation. Many times they need not attack at all, instead simply driving their prey to madness or into boggy marshlands after they wait patiently for it to drown in the muddy waters. Alright, so this thing's probably going to be a pain in the ass to beat. I'm going to go ahead and end this part, guys, and when we come back, we're going to continue on and have a showdown with these foglets, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment down below and hit that like button if you're enjoying the series.